Hey everybody, I miss you so much. You have no idea. Um, I've had a couple of you text and call me. Thank you for that. I've had some of you ask me, how do I take my nails off? Well, I'm not in the business of taking nails off. I'm in the business of putting them on. So I have taken them off, but it's been obviously in a salon environment and not in an at-home environment. Well, this is probably hard to believe. I'm probably the only girl that doesn't have some kind of nail products in her house, but I take leaving work at work very seriously. So I don't even have polish remover in my house. I did on the way out the door last week grab a file and click in case I would need it, and took a bottle of super glue. So super glue's been my friend because I keep breaking my nail, well, not breaking them, but I keep lifting them, and of course I'm doing yard work and things I'm not normally doing. So I need super glue to get those the back sides of them glued back down, and I've actually lost a couple little pieces that I found and glued those back on. But here's what I'm dealing with now. Both of these fingers are a little overworked, as you can see. Both of the sides are off, and I lost my thumb. So it's time now for me to think about how to get these off, just because they look horrendous and I don't like that. So I got online and I found a couple of different things. Obviously, the way I take it off in the salon is I use acetone. Most people don't have acetone laying around the house, and unless you have polish remover with acetone in it, it's not going to do you any good to use regular polish remover. And even with that, it's going to probably take about 20 or 30 minutes to get your acrylic off. I have pure acetone at home, compliments of Troy Boy in the garage. So here's what you're going to need to do. You're going to need some tin foil and some scissors. And any of you who have taken off gel polish in the shop, this is exactly what you're going to do. The same thing I would to just take off gel polish, but not all of you do that. So you're going to cut your little piece of tin foil into a strip about yay big. You're going to need some cotton balls, or I have these little round cotton pads. Probably paid too much for them because they're from Ulta. You can cut these in two and then cut it in two again. So you're just going to have this little pledget right here. So we're going to put that to the side for right now because I am missing an important step. I did grab a file from the shop before I left, but for those of you who don't have a file, just for giggles, I'm going to show you that sandpaper will work. This is a 200 grit. If you have like a 100 or an 80 grit, that's even better. So basically what you're doing is you're going to take the shine off of your nail. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to buff this and just take that little top coat that I put on there. We're going to take that off. Shouldn't take very long. Make sure you get all the edges to where they kind of look like they have powder on them. Basically what I'm doing is I'm going to show you different ways to take them off, and then it's going to be up to you how you do that. This is probably the slowest way, but it's probably the most healthy way. So you see that it kind of looks powdery. I left a couple of little shiny places. All right. So you're going to take your little cotton pledget right here. You're going to put your acetone on it. You're going to get it pretty wet. Kind of almost right before dripping wet. Okay, I got mine dripping wet. You're going to put your little cotton pledget right here in the middle of your tin foil. And then you're going to put the cotton pledget on your finger and then wrap it. So you're probably going to have to do this one hand at a time unless you have a helper. So you wrap it and then you push this back. And you want to get it on there pretty tight. And you might want to put a towel across your lap. I did not do that because this acetone will take out color on your countertops, on your clothes. Anywhere it touches is probably going to wreak damage. So anyways, if you do this method, it's probably going to take about 20 or 30 minutes. I'll fast forward through that. So the at-home methods that I looked up that I'm like, okay, we're going to try this. So the first method was with dental floss. So basically it said you have to have a partner with this. And I really don't want to ask anybody in my house right now to help me because we've had a little too much togetherness here the past 8 days. Pretty sure all of y'all know what I mean. So basically, you are going to take this little piece of dental floss and try to work it under the edge of the back of one of your nails. And since I'm choosing to not have a partner, I'm going to use my teeth because that's what dental floss is for, right? So, it says to wind it or move it back and forth under the nail. It actually went under there pretty good. So I've got this like cloth kind of dental floss. I bet you that like the thread kind of dental floss or even fishing lure or even fishing line would work better than this. So, and I can see that it would work better if you had somebody with you. So basically you just get it under there and start kind of moving back and forth. This has me intrigued because it's really not pulling on my nail, on my natural nail, which makes me think there'll be a lot less damage than if you're like biting them off. And you know what, guys, some of you have bitten them off before you came in the shop, so I know you got it in you. I know you can bite those suckers off, but normally it kind of damages your nail a little bit. Oh my goodness, I think this is working. Even without a partner. Look at there. Oh my goodness. Well, that's pretty cool. So there's like not a ton of damage to my nail. It's really no different than if I take it off with acetone. And that was pretty quick. So you can take your sandpaper, if that's all you have, and I would just lightly shape it up. Take it down a little bit shorter because you're not going to be able to have any kind of length on your nails at this point in time. And the proper way to file a natural fingernail is you're going to go from the outside in and then from the outside in. And that helps to keep those layers intact. And off camera, I'll take mine back a little bit more. So if these ridges are really bothering you, I would do a lighter grade of sandpaper. If you don't have one, you probably need to leave them alone. But this is, I don't have a lighter grade. All right, so I'm going to use the back of my file. I'm going to cheat on y'all. I would do like 1,000 grit if you have one at home. Otherwise, I just leave it alone and put some clear on top. But the ridges are not that bad. I'm just gonna lightly, like super lightly, buff them a little bit. Just to kind of get a view of them out. Oh my God, I need some cuticle work bad. So that doesn't make a lot of progress or a lot of difference, but it's a tiny bit better. Obviously, if you have a nail file, you should use that above and before you use any kind of sandpaper because that's what they're designed for fingernails. Sandpaper is designed for like wood and stuff. So I really gave it about 20 minutes, but I took the tinfoil and cotton off my pinky finger, and nothing happened. It wasn't even gooey. So that means I didn't take enough of the clear top coat off. So we're going to do that again. And I'm going to tell you, we're going to see if it makes a difference. I know some of y'all have files, and you probably have some that you've gotten from me. So we're going to try it and see if it makes a difference when I use this 80 grit part of this file, which is pretty heavy duty. So actually, upon filing it, it does feel like it's a little bit softer than what it was before. So that acetone did do something. It just didn't make it come off like it does in the shop. The salon is magical. It's a magical place. That's why everything works in there. Alright, let's try this again. Acetone. Put my little pledge it on my foil. We're going to rewrap it. And we'll wait and see what happens. So obviously the best little trick we have right now up our sleeve is the dental floss. So I tried it without a partner. Now I'm going to have to try it with a partner just because it's going to be hard to do with my right hand. But here is my best tool right now, my little naked nail. So if you have a naked nail, it's going to be your best tool because it's tiny, thin, and it can fit up under your nail, your acrylic nail. And find you another little place right here and work it under there, and then try to work it a little bit underneath there. Okay, are you ready?
Yeah.
Put your glasses on. So you're going to take this little piece of dental floss, and you're going to put it underneath my nail right here. I know, you're going to do this. And then you're going to kind of just slide it back and forth and see if my nail pops off.
Like you cut a birthday cake?
Yeah, pretty much.
You couldn't get a bigger piece of floss?
Well, I could. Like, be gentle. Do you need a bigger piece?
No, we need to do it like a bandit.
Stop! It's not funny at all.
Okay, what am I doing now?
So there's like a little edge right there.
Okay.
Okay?
We need a longer piece of floss.
You don't want to pull it. You just want to kind of like seesaw it back and forth.
I'm trying to, but I can't get a good grip on the...
Do you want a bigger piece?
Yeah, because this is like 3 inches long.
So I'm not believing this. We got a longer piece of dental floss, and it came right off. And I was videoing it, but of course the video didn't take. So Troy's going to do his magic again.
I don't know if I got 2 of these in there. But...
You're going to have to, because you got to get the other ones off for me too.
Okay.
Okay.
What am I doing?
So you're going to put it underneath that little lip right there.
Okay. And then you just do it like a band-aid, right?
Stop. That was only funny the first time.
I thought it was funny both times.
Yep, it was. Okay. Get a better angle.
Get the light on it.
It looks really gross, but it doesn't hurt at all. Don't pull so hard.
Well, it looks like I'm cutting into the nail right there.
I would tell you if you're cutting into the acrylic, but it's okay. Keep going, and we'll get that one off next. Scared me. Look at there.
Ta-da.
Yahoo. All right, he's going to do the rest for me, but we're not going to video that.
Right, I'll get right on that.
So now I can check Mr. Wrapped finger and see what's happening. It's literally been like another 20 minutes and it has not done squat. So So basically, the acetone that I thought I had, that Troy Boy hooked me up with, was not good acetone. So that kind of just goes to show you, it's got to be the pure deal or nothing at all. I'm so now thinking that floss and your little secret weapon here are the best things that you can do. So again, I'll show you one more time. So this fingernail's pretty much intact. You're going to take Mr. Magic right here and make it go under there just a tiny bit. Like, you don't have to force it. It's not painful. Use your common sense. Feel for it. So apparently the salon is magical, and you have to have the right salon grade acetone to be able to take fingernails off. I guess I never knew that because that's all I've ever used is salon grade acetone. So I was about an hour with my little wrap on my fingernail, and it just did not work, didn't want to budge. So we ended up doing the little dental floss method on the pinky too. So here's my little bald-headed men. They're just ratchet. They could be a lot worse. And it really wasn't painful or didn't do a lot of damage taking them off that way. So I'm glad we tried it, glad we learned. I don't have any clear polish here because I leave work at work, and I did. But if you want to put clear polish on yours or regular polish, whatever you want to, you can for a little added strength. It's going to be a little adjustment for me getting used to this because I've had some kind of enhancement on my nails for a long time, since I was about 16, 17 years old. Anywho, not to get too sappy, but this 8 days away from y'all has made me realize how much you all mean to me and how much I miss you and how much y'all help keep me sane. It's going to be a long rest of the month without you, so please feel free to call me, text me, send me pictures of broken nails, send me questions, whatever. I'm here. You're there when I do anything else, so try to stay in touch. I do miss you terribly. I don't know what I'm going to do without my therapy time and finding out what everybody's up to and your families. And, this is how we're going to survive together, is staying in touch and knowing that we care about each other and just being kind. Just let each other know that we're thinking about each other. So hopefully I'll see all of you on the other side of this, and stay in touch. Miss you. Talk to you soon. Bye. You might as well just let them be the little bald-headed men that they were born to be for right now.